Aloha.
Well,
I'm so glad that you gave me the opportunity to share something that's helped me. Last time we got together, we got in and out of the chair. Today, I want to just do the yoga that has helped me in the chair. So we won't be leaving the chair today. The first thing is safety, of course. Make sure that you have a wall and the chair is nice and uptight so it won't scoot or leave you at any time. So aloha, I'm here on the island of Kauai, and it's early morning, so good morning from my home. But whenever we start yoga, I always like a little chant, and one of the first thing I always say is Atta Yoga. And that means, right here, right now. Today, we're going to work on the first thing we're going to do is salutations, which is a warm up. And it'll help us with our poses and get us going. But it's a great way to start off any exercise. And so it's Atta Yoga, right here, right now, yoga. That's what we're doing. And the first thing I want to do is have you stretch. The main thing we're going to work on today is our breathing and how important breath is for our muscles and our joints and our organs. But we're going to use the number 7. We're going to be taking 7 breaths in whatever we do today. So the first thing we're going to do is open up our hands. There's no fists in yoga. And so just like a house, we're going to have our feet flat on the floor. Hopefully you're barefoot. And just take our hands and lift them up in the air and keep our heads straight, our feet straight, and just lift them up over your head, your hands totally open. And now for 7 breaths, just look straight ahead. And just think joyful, happy thoughts. We're all in a position here where, none of us asked for this. So, we have to work with it. So when we're done with that, we're going to open up our hands again and we're going to put them just at the base of our neck, totally open, and open up your chest as much as you can. And here we're going to take 7 breaths. And open up your chest and your ribs as much as you can. Just keep breathing. Don't stop breathing, whatever you do. And then after 7 breaths, let's raise our hands up in the air with our palms looking out straight. Our fingers as wide apart as we can. Straight up in the air and for 7 breaths. If you want to slow down your body, breathe more through your mouth. If you want to get more energy, breathe through your nose. And then after 7 breaths, we're going to put our hands facing down. Oops. And we're just going to open up our chest again. And again, 7 breaths. And then after 7 breaths, just going to relax for a second. And take about 7 more breaths with your feet flat on the floor. hope you're getting some energy out of this. I know I am. And let's do what we just did one more time, just to open up our breath and really get some deep, deep breaths in there. It really gives us energy. So let's put our hands up in the air facing one another, looking straight ahead, being your posture as straight as possible. And stay here for 7 breaths. Take in that air. It's amazing what we can do to make our bodies better just by sitting. And after 7 breaths, we're going to put our hands behind our neck again at the base of our neck, opening up our chest as wide as possible, having each elbow facing the other wall that you're hopefully next to there. And all the way open, and now for 7 breaths. That delicious air. I hope this is helping you. Whatever you do, please don't be in any pain. If you are in pain, please stop. We'll get on to the next exercise here. And then again, having our arms straight out, our palms facing the floor for 7 breaths. Have your fingers open as wide as you can. Now after 7 breaths, let's come to a relaxed position here. We'll have a little water. Excuse me. So now what we're going to do is, just like a house, we're going to build from the bottom up. So let's have both our feet planted firmly on the ground and have our hips and feet together. Like they're just sort of straight, right? Right together, not too spread out, not too close together, even with your hips. Now you're going to take your right hand and put it behind your back with your palm all the way open. And you're going to take your left hand and put it across your chest. And now sit up as straight as you can. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground. And stay here for 7 breaths. This is great for your posture. This will give you strength. Now, after 7 breaths, let's take our right or our left hand, left arm, and raise it as high up in the air as you can, looking forward. Now, with your palm open, take that hand and have your elbow straight up in the air. Your left elbow is straight up in the air. Your hand is all the way open at the base of your neck, or as far down your back as you can. And now raise your eyes all the way up as far as you can. And keep breathing 7 breaths in this posture. And keep looking up, gazing into the sky. You have to excuse the Hawaiian 5-0. And then after 7 breaths, let's really slowly come out of this pose. Mm, I hope that felt good. Now let's do the other side. Taking our left hand, putting it behind our back, the palm all the way open. And now our hand over our chest, feet flat on the floor. And now getting your posture as straight as you can and stay here for 7 breaths. I hope that feels good. It's nice that you can just do this anywhere there's a chair. Now, after 7 breaths, let's take our right arm, place it all the way up in the air, looking straight ahead. Now, with your elbow up facing the air, hand across as far down your back as you can get it. And now, very slowly, gaze up into the air as far back as you can, gazing up in the sky again. And let's do this for 7 breaths. Don't hold your breath at any time. Continuously breathe. That's what we're working on today. Getting these deep breaths gives you just so much more energy. Just, something we take for granted, oxygen, just breathing. Stay here for 7 breaths, or as long as you can. I know a lot of our brothers and sisters, it's painful to do things like this. And then when we come out of the pose, I hope that feels good for you. The next pose, we're going to work on the entire body on the chair today. So we'll be able to get every inch of our bodies work today. So this time, what we're going to do is we're going to do sort of a warrior 2 pose. That was a warrior 1 we just did. So this time we're going to put our right arm behind our back. Okay, we're going to sit up as straight as we can with our feet like it is a house, our foundation, straight on the ground, like we are, toes facing forward. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to take our left hand and we're just going to grab our shoulders like so, but we're going to get straight up. And we're going to stay here for 7 breaths. Just grabbing that shoulder, the other shoulder, as much as you can. And stay here for 7 breaths. I hope this feels good. Come out of that pose, and just like a math problem, whatever we do to one side, we got to do to the other. So again, let's sit up as straight as we can. Our feet right straight and forward. Our toes are facing forward. Get as straight as you can. And stay here for 7 breaths. Like we said before, just continuously breathe. That's the main thing that we want to do here. And when you come out of that pose, stretch yourself out. I hope you're feeling good. Let's see how we're doing. I have my cheat sheet here. You'll have to forgive me to know where I'm going. Okay. So the next pose we're going to get into here is really good for your liver and kidneys. You can do it from the chair. I also do this pose on the mat. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our right elbow and we're going to put it just on the side of our left knee. Again, with our hand completely open, we're going to put that on our shoulder and back as close to the back of our neck as we can get. You're going to take your left arm and you're going to wrap it around your body like so. And you're just going to look down like so. Make sure your feet are planted firmly on the floor. And as far down as you can go. Let's just for 7 breaths. Nice deep breaths. Let's twist in this position as well as you can do it, depending on your the level of your pain. Make sure your hands are open. Continuously breathe. This is a real nice pose, a nice stretch. And then after 7 breaths, come up nice and slow. Come out of that pose. And let's do the other 7. So take your arm, take your left elbow and put it over your knee like so. Your hand still wide open, just facing down at your feet. Just stretch out like this and stay here for 7 breaths. Breathe keep breathing, whatever you do. However far into the pose you can go, make sure that you're getting the deep breaths. And then after 7 breaths, come out of that nice and slow. How's everybody doing? Okay? Everything all right? So right now we're going to do what I call like a child's pose for a second. It's more or less a way to stretch and rest. What we're going to do is get your toes pointed forward evenly, and you put your hands on your knees and just come down as far as you can. We're going to stay here for as long, up to 10 breaths. And just relax and get these deep breaths inside you as you do what is a resting pose. And anytime you're ready, we can come out of this. There's no hurries. Just stretch yourself out. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to rely on the back of the chair for a little bit. And with our feet flat on the floor, we're going to put our right leg up as high as you can. Okay? Hopefully as straight as you can. And you're going to take your left arm straight out as far as you can. And we're going to do this for 7 deep breaths. And after 7 breaths, we're going to come down nice and slow. Never in a hurry in yoga, right? It's our time. And so, like we did with the other side, we got to do it this side, right? So your left leg straight out, your right arm straight out. I had a little accident, so my fingers don't come together. So you have to excuse me. And with 7 deep breaths, looking straight ahead, our right foot flat on the floor, our left leg straight out. I hope this is a nice pose for everybody. Go and then come out of that nice and slow. I hope that helps you a lot too. So our next pose is going to be twisting around a little bit here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our right leg and with our right foot, get over as close as you can to being with your knee, foot flat like this, right? And now with your left hand, you're going to go around your back. Okay, and your hand should be right here where mine is. You sit straight up. You can grab your foot and just nice and straight, 7 breaths. Have your elbow nice and straight as you grab your foot. Remember to keep breathing as far as you can get into these poses, even if you just like touch a little bit, like even if you're like this, it's as far as you can get, and just hold on to it like that. But make sure that you're getting these deep breaths. And after 7 breaths, again, now we do the other side, right? Just have your elbow nice and straight. And when you're ready, sit up straight. And 7 breaths. I have to breathe through my mouth on this one because I think I'm getting too much energy. And then after 7 breaths, we're going to come out of that. I'm going to sit back in our chair. Get my cheat sheet here. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to work on breathing and having our arms straight out. And there will be a few of these. I think you might like this, but let's get straight, our posture nice and straight in the chair. And put our arms as straight as we can. Okay, and try to balance ourselves, right? Palms facing all the way open, your fingers spread as far as you can. Feet flat on the floor. And now, reaching all the way back, palms flat, facing the floor. 7 breaths. Breathe deep. Open up your lungs. And after 7 breaths, you come out of the pose. Sit straight in the chair. Now with palms facing one another, we're going to have our elbows as facing each wall on either side of us, or whatever space is there. Nice and equal with our palms pushing together. And taking this for 7 breaths. Pushing together, but continuously breathing. And just feeling how strong you are. And getting all that fresh air, how much it helps you. I know how much it helps me. And then after 7 breaths, let's release that. I hope that felt good for you. It's so important to keep breathing and just constantly getting those deep breaths and, giving your muscles and your tendons all that fresh oxygen through breathing. So I hope this is helping you as much as it's helped me through my 7-year journey of multiple myeloma. One of the other things that I found very helpful with being in the chair is I hope you can see my toes. Adjust the screen a little bit. Sitting in a chair doing this exercise is really good because I know a lot of other patients that I've worked with have neuropathy in their toes. And this exercise has helped a lot of people and helped myself too. And one of the things you do is sit in the chair. This is great for, how many times we're in a chair. And in our bare feet, taking our toes, having our heels straight up in the air, and taking our toes, okay, and just having them on the ground with our heels and the balls of our feet up in the air, just our toes. And now sit straight up, holding onto the chair, and stay here for 7 breaths and stretch your toes as much as you can. I think you'll find that if you do have any type of neuropathy or any type of toe problem, this really helps it by stretching the other way. So I wanted to do a head to toe deal here. So I hope this is helping. And after 7 breaths, put your feet flat on the ground. And let's just breathe for a little bit. 7 deep breaths, sitting straight up. And then after the 7 breaths, let's do that toe exercise one more time, okay? So we're going to get in our toes are the only things on the ground. I hope you can see it. And my heels are up in the air as my balls and my feet are. I'm hanging onto the chair, totally straight posture, and now for 7 more breaths. Stretch those toes out as much as you can. That feels good. Keep breathing like we're talking about. And then when you're done with that, you come out of that pose, just the screen back. Okay. And like I said, we're just going to stay in the chair today. And usually I go up in the air and stuff when I'm on my mat. But what I did is I want you to grab onto the back of the chair and lean up a little bit so that you're not all the way against the back of your chair. And what I want you to do is hand in your chair and really slowly, one vertebrae what, in your neck, look up, but really slowly. We're going to stay here for 10 breaths. Oh, get those deep breaths in. Your neck all the way back and gazing up in the air. And then after your 10 breaths, just come out of that nice and slow. And it's Shavasana time, where we just relax and rest and take in what we've done. I hope that helps you a little bit. You can do these longer or do a couple of different poses, but these are the ones that after my stem cell transplant helped me the most and gave me energy and I don't know, it gave me something to look forward to without um, worrying about my balance and falling into things. So I hope this helped you as much as it helped me. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you today. And thank you, HealthTree, for getting people together and doing things of this nature. So,
Abs-
in Shavasana
Absolutely.
manner, let's just take in what we've done, what's helped us, what we liked, maybe things we didn't like. Um, I know myself, I don't do things I don't like, but sometimes you have to, to get the physical benefits of it. So, as you say here in Kauai, aloha, mahalo nui. I can't thank you enough for allowing me to come in and share this with you. So, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. That was wonderful. I know that I certainly feel much more at peace and relaxed. So I'm sure many in the audience do as well. I We did have a lot of people just saying thank you for this because it was really, really helpful for everyone, I'm sure. Um, Someone asked if there was a book or a video that you could recommend that might have similar positions. Is there anything that, if people want to continue to practice chair yoga, do you have any recommendations on how they could do so?
Um, well, we could do it through you guys. I'd be more than happy to, at your convenience, to
Um,
do this. I do yoga every day, so whether I'm on the mat or in the chair, I would be more than happy to do some classes, even on the mat, if you guys are interested in that. But
okay.
I think you can go online and find some pretty decent people that will walk you through it too, on YouTube and things like that. But if there's ever any time you guys would like to do this with the Health Tree patients, I would be more than happy to do it at your convenience.
That's wonderful to know and a very nice offer of you, and I'm sure we'll take you up on it.
Oh, great.
Um, and then, yes, this event will be posted on HealthTree's website throughout the year. So if um, if you registered for this event, you will get the recording sent directly to you, but it's always going to be available on our website, so you can come back to it. Or if you have other people that you think would be interested in this and that this could benefit them, please feel free to share that. We want anyone to be able to access this, and we want to be able to help as many people as we can. So, to answer your question, yes, this will be available throughout the year. Um, Someone asked, or they said they had a couple of cramps while doing this. Have you found that that improves over time as they do more yoga?
Right. When you first start out, it's, just like when you go to an exercise class, you're using muscles and um, you're breathing different and stuff that you're used to, but after a period of time, you will, just like anything, you'll get in better shape, so you'll be able to do more.
All right. And then more people saying thank you. And then I did just want to remind everyone that if you have questions, please type those in the Q&A. I've seen a couple of hands go up, but with this format, we are unable to call on you verbally. So if you do have a question, please type it out. Um, so Matt asked if yoga is helpful for improving bone density, and I don't know if you have any insight into that, but I just want, obviously with myeloma, bone density is a concern. So um, how have you found that doing yoga has really helped you um, either be at peace or just with some of the potential limitations that come along with the myeloma diagnosis?
Um, Over a course of time, it I know my bone density in the last 2 years went up 13%.
Wow.
I don't know why, but I know that the yoga has helped me by it gives me confidence, but mentally and physically being able to do these exercises on the mat and using the chair. Um, I think that because I'm getting so much oxygen to the rest of my body and stretching out like from head to toe, I think it's helped me, but I can't say for other people what it will do, but it's helped me tremendously.
And then a follow-up question with that one is how many times a week do you practice?
I usually practice 3 to 4 times a week, mainly on the mat. I do a lot of and I'd be willing to do a class on the mat. Um, I think the mat has helped me so much, and I tried to bring a lot of the poses from the mat to the chair.
Yeah. And I think everyone is just so appreciative of this. I did have one person ask what the rooster sound was, and I know that you're in Hawaii, so I'm assuming that is a rooster. But
Yeah, it's we I live on the island of Kauai, and we have wild chickens everywhere, and so they're everywhere. There's nothing you
yeah,
can do.
I assumed so. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't lying. So, um, but I think just thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And we will definitely be in touch about doing some more of these. It seems like everyone really enjoyed this session, myself included. So if you are open to doing more of these,
I'd be more than
I know
happy.
we would love to do more.
Anytime you
So
want, I'm always open.
wonderful. So we will, everyone who enjoyed this, be on the lookout for those because we'll definitely be doing this again.
Beautiful. Thank you very, very much, everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. And let's see here. Give me just a moment. All right. So before we leave today, I would really appreciate if you take a couple moments to fill out that brief survey that I mentioned at the beginning. Um, it just provides us helpful feedback about what you thought about this type of event or things that you would like to see us cover in the future. So it really does help us if you take a moment to fill that out. I also wanted to let you know about a couple of educational webinars that we have coming up. September is Blood Cancer Awareness Month, so we have a lot of different things planned out. Um, I've gone ahead and highlighted just a couple here. These are all going to be cross disease, so they'll be applicable for every individual with blood cancer. But on September 2nd, we have Living in Limbo, Managing Risk, Care, and Clarity with a Precursor Condition. On September 10th, we have Taking Charge After a Blood Cancer Diagnosis, What Every Patient Needs to Know. And then on September 16th, we have Finding Strength After Setbacks, Real Stories with Relapsed Refractory Blood Cancer Patients. So if any of these are of interest to you, please register for those. The registration links can all be found on our website. We will also be doing more disease specific events, some of our normal webinars with different doctors. So be sure to check your specific web page, be it myeloma, myelofibrosis, CLL, because we do have many events coming up in September beyond just these three. I just wanted to highlight them since they are more applicable to a larger audience. All right. And then, in case you didn't know, HealthTree does have a social media platform that's really designed to get you connected with other patients who are able to share some of the same experiences that you have, or that you can really have a conversation with someone who understands where you're at. This platform is called HealthTree Connect. You can go ahead and scan this QR code here and be taken to it. Additionally, you can find it on our website. If you need help finding it, please feel free to reach out to me and I can help you sign up for that and get into the right group for you. We have groups not just for myeloma, myelofibrosis, CLL, AML, different types of blood cancer, but we have groups that are really geared towards um, finances. We have groups that are geared towards treatment discussions. So we really try to make these groups so that you can find the information that you're looking for and have conversations with people who are looking for similar information or may have that information. So this is a really good resource and a great way for you to get connected with this community. So I invite you to join that if you are interested. And then I wanted to thank our sponsors one more time before we hop off. So big thank you to Pfizer, Adaptive, Kira, GSK, AbbVie, Amgen, Johnson& Johnson, Taiho, and Bristol Myers Squibb. And finally, a big thank you to everyone joining us today, or everyone who registered and may not have been able to attend live. We still really appreciate that. Massive thank you to Jeff for sharing your practice with us and doing such a wonderful job. Um, I've gone ahead and I've included my email to this slide, so please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about HealthTree or any of our programs or anything along those lines. I'm always happy to help. And I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.